Hello, I'm Nick Cruz, and welcome to CITV News. October 11th was the homecoming game against Quakertown. Here's Lucas Soa with more on the story.
October the 11th was PW's annual homecoming football game. The PW Colonials played against the Quakertown Panthers in their fourth home game of the season. During the first half, Ben Felgo scored a touchdown, along with Brian Dresden and Michael Bocello each scoring 2 touchdowns, ending the first half with a score of 35 Colonials and Quakertown 0. At halftime, all the grades brought in their Philadelphia-themed float with the students dressed as Rocky and Ben Franklin. Matthew Dolan and Caroline Borio were crowned homecoming king and queen after being elected by the students earlier this month.
I am here with the newly crowned homecoming queen and king, Caroline Borio and Matt Dolan. How did that feel?
It felt great. It was really fun to be walking with everyone up there. They're all great friends, and yeah, it was really fun.
I'm sure. Absolutely incredible. I'm just so happy to be here.
During the second half, Michael Bocello scored a touchdown while Quakertown scored 2. The Colonials finished off with a score of 42-14. By the end of the game, Brian Dresden had 63 yards, which puts him 120 yards shy, a total of 1,000 yards for the season. Friday the 18th, the Colonials won their game against Upper Dublin, bringing them the 7 wins and 1 loss, with the Colonials' next opponent being Hatboro Horsham. Let's hope PW can make it to the playoffs.
Be sure to show your support for our team at PW on the 25th and 30th. The Colonial School District has decided on a contractor for the new middle school. Penn Builders Incorporated won the bid with an amount totaling to $47,052,000. A groundbreaking ceremony was held at 5 p.m. on October 21st behind the middle school. 2019 just had its annual Wing Bowl, where 2 new champions were crowned. Here's our very own Alex Kraus with the story.
On October 7th, PW had its annual Wing Bowl to kick off homecoming week. 26 students competed to become the new Wing Bowl king and queen. After the last 4-year champion graduated, there was now a spot open for a new Wing Bowl champion. Junior Zach Sparrow and senior Alexis Jerner are your new king and queen of the Wings. Mr. Ascona took the title of Faculty Wing Champion of Final Showdown between himself, Mr. Price, and Mr. Rickard from CMS.
Wow, that was quite a night. Be sure to show up next year to see the champs defend their title. The library will be open after school from dismissal to 5 o'clock every week from Monday to Thursday. PW is a school that encourages fitness for its students. Here's Bella McNew with teacher Mr. Golbeski.
The importance of fitness is emphasized all around the world. We look deeper into the Colonial School District to see if they are doing a sufficient job of promoting this idea. We found out how highly health is valued in an interview with Kevin Golbeski, one of Plymouth Whitemarsh High School's phys ed teachers.
There are definitely a bunch of benefits to exercise. One is your physical overall health. A lot of people think like your body's a temple. What you put in your body and what you do to your body will totally dictate on how healthy you live and how long you will live. So in my mindset, the way you treat your body determines on how long you're going to live in this world. I think phys ed at this school would be better if the kids bought in a little bit more. I think it depends on the type of student that you are. Your athletes will definitely maintain that good fitness-based level. I think we do a good job with the people that don't like gym to get them moving a little bit. One thing that is a downside to this school is that it's only required twice throughout your entire 4 years of high school. I think if we changed the rules a little bit and made it required 4 semesters, at least 1 semester each year, it would improve the overall fitness of the student body. The one thing that is the most determining factor of what motivates me is my son. I mean, having a 1-year-old now at home, it basically forces you to live a healthier life because you always want to be there for him. The other thing, I grew up in a fitness world. I swam my entire life, and I think that was just ingrained in me, having 3 brothers and a family that was very fitness driven to keep me motivated throughout my entire life. That's why I went into the career that I did, because this is something that I'm passionate about and I enjoy doing.
Thank you for the interview, Mr. G. If you need assistance on a paper, visit the Writing Center during lunch and most bonus blocks. Whether you have no topic, a partial paper, or a full essay, the Writing Fellows will be there to help. Every year, PW gets a new batch of freshmen. Here's Mara Brainerd with a story on the freshman experience.
On June 13th of the 2018-2019 school year, a promotion ceremony was held for the graduating 8th graders of Colonial Middle School. It was quite a special milestone for those students whom are now incoming 9th graders at Plymouth Whitemarsh High School for the 2019-2020 school year. Dahlia Dunoff, one of this year's freshmen, feels her experience at PW so far is going really well.
We have more responsibility here, and I feel older, and it's a new stage of my life, I guess.
The 9th grade students attended a freshman orientation on Thursday, August 29th, where they toured the school, practiced going through their class schedule, and went to an activities fair to introduce them to all the extracurriculars Plymouth Whitemarsh has to offer. Olivia Bell is also having a really positive beginning to her freshman experience.
Like how there's a lot of different activities that you can participate in here. I'm involved in chorus, and I am also a cheerleader, which I didn't do at the middle school.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get more involved in DECA, and I did Student Coalition and the Jewish Student Union, so just kind of more activities.
Looking forward to meeting new people and being able to branch out and do things that I wouldn't have done, like robotics.
It's kind of hard being a freshman just because we were big fish in a little pond, and now we're little fish in a big sea. But I like it here.
Being new to high school is in and of itself a special time in a young teenager's life, but Plymouth Whitemarsh especially opens its arms wide for those incoming students and bolsters them to success while also providing a safe, supportive, and fun high school experience.
Thanks, Mara. I hope the freshmen enjoy their time at PW. Winter sports physicals will be held in the nurse's office on October 28th. Be sure to sign up in the nurse's office to save a spot. CITV has a new show coming to the network. We took a closer look. A brand new show, Colonial Conquest, will be broadcast soon on our very own network, CITV. This new and exciting show is based on the old, but still popular role-playing game, Dungeons & Dragons. The game's dungeon master, Lucas Soa, and Alex Krauss led the charge to creating this new show. The cast includes bright and colorful characters of one half-elf paladin, a half-elf rogue, a Goliath bard, a human paladin, and an elf ranger. Follow these characters through the magic and monstrous world of Dungeons and Dragons. We talked to the dungeon master Lucas Soa about his time with Colonial Conquest.
So when it comes to making and maintaining a campaign, there's a couple different approaches that you can have to it. I normally do story and setting first. I put those above everything else. For this campaign, I decided to keep this setting small because I don't really want to overwork myself in terms of lore and story and having to stretch out all of these factions and characters. But I've been in other campaigns where sometimes the main draw would be the combat, or it might be just the whole story. We might be working up to face certain villains that we can't beat at our current level. And I've played in campaigns that are just off the walls, insane. It really depends on what the players want and what the DM wants.
And there you have it, the brand new show, Colonial Conquest. Look out for Colonial Conquest. Coming soon. PW Field Hockey had their senior night in order to honor Julia Rome, Kayla Link, Livia Trong, Casey Sharp, Jess Frangiosa, Alexis Miner, Alice English, and Autumn Luptak. The night started with the JV team taking a victory against Upper Moreland, which started the day off right for the Lady Colonials. The varsity team quickly followed suit with another victory to round off the day. The senior recognition ceremony was one that was filled with tears of joy and happiness, as many of these players reminisced about the amazing times that they had being a part of the PW Field Hockey team. During homecoming week, the red team and the blue team faced off in a multitude of events. Our very own Alex Krauss was there with the story.
This year's Color Wars was full of excitement and upsets throughout the night. The blue team came out on top over the red team with key victories in the tug of war, the relay race, and the obstacle course. At the end of it all, blue team was celebrating its sweet victory, and the red team skulked away in defeat. Color Wars is a time of competition and camaraderie between classes. with the school being broken into 2 teams, red and blue. Teams clash in multiple events to earn points to determine a victor in this contest of champions. The events vary in difficulty and some are more physical than others, with some, like the relay race, almost being more of a mental event involving a strategy rather than a physical one purely involving speed. All in all, Color Wars is the time when the whole school can come together and have a fun night of competition. Most start the night with a team tailgate in the school's parking lot, playing music, enjoying some snacks, all in preparation for the long night of fun ahead.
Congratulations to both teams on their teamwork and performance this year. That's it for today. I'm Nick Cruz, and this has been CITV News.